Hey everybody, Gina G here, Gina G Fitness. Thanks for coming to my YouTube channel. And before you go, don't forget to click on that little icon on the corner of your screen and subscribe to my channel. That would really help me out a lot. So today we have a little treat for you. Today we're just going to do some gentle seated stretches. And this is for all levels. If you're feeling a little tired but want to get some stretches in, this is a good one for you. This is also good for if you have some mobility issues, or if you're a little bit older and it's hard for you to get down onto the floor. This is the good stretch routine for you. Stretching is so important, and I don't like how a lot of people skip their stretch. You know, stretching, as I always say to my clients, it's the reward you give to your body after all you put it through. So don't deprive your body of that treat of stretching. So we're just going to, it's all seated. There's a couple of stretches that will be standing, but you will be using the chair for your support. And it is best to use a chair without arms, okay, so they don't get in your way. Also, I have a stretch band made by TheraBand. If you don't have one of these, that's okay. You can use a belt or a strap. Just make sure it's long enough to stretch with. You know, you can't have anything too short. And if you don't have one of these, or you do have a TheraBand, this can work too, but just be careful, it can snap back up at you. So just be careful. So some of the stretches we'll be using the stretch band, and others will just be using our own body. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And we want to make sure that we sit up nice and tall throughout the whole stretch routine today. It's going to be about a half an hour to 40 minutes, give and take, depending on how much I talk. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And just try to be as relaxed as you can throughout your stretch. And again, sit up nice and tall. Try not to let yourself be rounded, okay? So sitting up. And we're going to start with opening and closing chest and back stretches. So we're going to open and close. And 2 and close. And 3 and close. 4. So basically it's a cat and camel. 5 seated here. 6. And we're going to do another 6. 6 and round. 5. Really open the chest and round the back. 4. 3. Keep breathing through your nose, out your mouth. 2 and 1 and rest. And we're going to repeat that. Okay, again, we're stretching today. So this is a good routine to do after a good workout, or if you just want to do your stretches and have a nice relaxed stretch routine, this is for you. All right, here we go. Second set, and open and close. 2, keep your breathing. 3, watch that your shoulders don't come up towards the ears. Keep your neck long. 5 and round. And 6, good. 7, that's it. 8, 2 more. 9 and 10. Let's do 2 more. Let's do 12. 11 and 12. Good. All right, next, we're going to do a lateral tilt and push. So I'm going to push up with this hand and push down with this hand. And then we're just going to alternate that movement. So you want to stretch your arms up and down as far as they can go. So I'm going to push up with this hand, push down with this hand, and reach. And up, and push and reach. And excuse me, 4, and 5. Really exaggerate that push up and down. 6, 7, reach. Try to reach a little bit further down to the side. 8, 9, 10, 2 more. 11, and push, 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 and hold, and brief rest. And we're going to repeat that. Okay? Here we go, second set. And once again, we push up and down, reach in both directions. 1. This is a stretch that a stretch routine anyone can do. And 3, and your body will really like you for it. And 4, and 5, keep going. 6, that's it. And press, press, press. 7, 8, good. 9, 10, good. 11, and 12, good. And relax. Now I'm going to go ahead and get my timer, also known as my phone. And because we're going to do some timed stretches. A lot of people, hold their stretches for 5 seconds, and we really want to hold them for 30. So we're going to work our way down. And so right now we're going to work our upper traps right here, which is a very tight area. And we're going to do, 2 30-second holds on each side. So I'm going to get my timer. Sit up nice and tall, keep my shoulders down, and I'm going to tilt my ear to my shoulder, but I'm not going to bring that shoulder up, okay? I'm going to take my arm and put gentle pressure. I'm not pulling, I'm just putting very gentle pressure, and we're going to hold for 30 seconds. And just hold. Keep the other arm hanging down, and again, put gentle pressure, ear to shoulder. But you don't want to pull your body down, just tilting the neck slightly, and we're holding for 30 seconds. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Now let your head float up. Don't let it release fast. Good. And tilt to the other side. Lift the arm up, clasp the ear, and gentle pressure and pull, and hold. Again, we're holding for 30 seconds. Make sure you're sitting up tall. Your knees and feet are hip width apart. You don't want your feet behind your knees. You want your feet level with your knees. We've got 10 more seconds, and then we're going to repeat this. And release, let your head float up. Good. All right, back to the other side again. Lift up and tilt. Lift. And begin. And just hold. Gentle pressure. And only pull down as far as you're comfortable. If you just want to tilt your head and not pull, that's fine too. You want to feel it to where it's comfortable and you get a stretch, but no strain. Keep your breathing slow and even. And 5, 4, 3, 2, set, sit up tall and tilt. Lift up, clasp and pull. Gentle pressure. Again, 30 seconds. Last set here. Good. Just hold. Again, 30 seconds gives that body a chance to absorb that stretch. 3 to 10 seconds is just not enough. Give that body time to use it. And go ahead and let your head float up. Good. All right, next we're going to do shoulders. So we're going to stretch those shoulders. Again, we're going to kind of work our way down, okay? So I'm going to take this arm, pull it across, but I'm not going to rotate my torso, okay? I'm going to cup my elbow and push that arm against the front of my body, but I want to make sure that shoulder is down, and we're going to hold that for 30 seconds. Make sure that you don't bend that elbow, because that's going to take that stretch out of that shoulder, and we don't want to do that here. So go ahead and push and hold, and just hold it there. Keep the shoulder down and push that limb against the front of your body. And we're doing a 30-second hold here. Each side. We want to make sure we feel this. That's it. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. And to the other side. Up. Cup that elbow, straight arm, shoulder down, push against the body, and begin. And hold. And just hold your stretch. Good. Keep holding. That's it. Keep that shoulder down. We've got another 10 seconds here. Again, shoulders, neck, they get so tight. You want to make sure you stretch them good. And release. Good. Back to the other side. Here, cup, push, and begin. Excuse me. I have a little bit of a cold, but I can still stretch. Keep your breathing. Just keep holding. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Last set of the shoulder here. Cup, push, and hold. 30 seconds here. Really pull and push against the front of your body. Sitting up nice and tall. Make sure that spine is nice and straight, like you have a steel rod going through it. You can't bend that rod if your spine is rounded. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Next, we're going to stretch the triceps, and it's also stretches a little more of the shoulders and arms. Okay, so we're going to start lifting up, and you're going to put that flat palm as close to between your shoulder blades as you can. You're going to take that elbow, cup, and pull. Okay, ready? And begin. Try to get that elbow pointing straight upward. And again, you're sitting up nice and tall. Just try to make sure that you're not rounded here, but you're lifting that chest and holding that chest open. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release gently. Again, this is a gentle stretch routine. We want to keep it as gentle as possible. So we lift up, other side, flat palm between the shoulder blades, and cup and pull. Just feel the back of the arm slowly release. Those triceps get tight. This also stretches open the chest and the shoulders a little bit more. And they'll take it. That's it. Nice. Relaxed. And release. Good. One more set each side. Lift. Here and here. And pull and begin. Good. Just hold. Breathe. Slow and even. Deep breaths. Three, two, and one. Good. All right, and other side, we lift. Here, here, and tug. Try to get those fingertips further down your back. And we'll hold for the last 30 seconds here on this. Good. Again, also make sure to drink your water after stretching too, not just running or working out. Stretching really requires a lot of water too. And release so your body can absorb that. Good. All right. Next, we're going to stretch your triceps. Now, there's two ways you can do that. You can scooch forward on your chair and then take your hands and put them on the chair behind you with fingertips up, and then just arch, and that's going to stretch out the biceps, and we're just going to hold that for 30 seconds, okay? Ready? And then we're going to do them individually. I'll show you how. So we palms up, lift your chest, arms are nice and straight, and hold. Good. Just hold here. Stretching out the bicep area. Also stretches a little bit at the top of the arm and the shoulders. And the chest too. But we want to get those biceps too. And release. Good. Alright, now you're going to sit back. Just still sitting up tall. And we're going to reach out and take your fingertips and just pull them back with a straight arm. And we're going to hold that for 30 seconds. It's just like that. And you pull back. That could feel a little bit tight. That's okay. That means you need to do it more. If you're on the computer a lot, this is a good one for you to do. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Good. And let's do the other side. Okay. Reach out, straight arm, chest height, and pull those fingertips towards your body. And hold. It's going to stretch out that carpal. Feel that? In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Just release. Good. All right, next we're going to do some palm trees. So I'm going to hold my arms above my head, and I'm just going to sway and sway to each side. Okay, so we're going to do 2 sets of 12. All right? So arms straight up, keep your body straight, and you're just going to tilt from the waist. Try not to let the lower body get involved here. Okay? Straight up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the arms next to the ears. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. We're going to repeat that. Stretching this part of the body, internal and external obliques. Okay, up. Now make sure the shoulders stay down, that you're reaching as far as you can go. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. See if you can go a little bit lower. Like there. 9. Good. It gets a little bit easier the more you do. 10. Warming that body up. 11. And 12. Good. That's it. Good. All right, next we're going to twist in another plane of motion. So what we're going to do is some Genie twists. And so, you're going to put your hands up here like Genie. And you're going to keep your lower body still. And we're just going to twist, come center, twist, come center. So the same thing, but in a different plane of motion. So we sit up tall. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, sitting up tall. 3, rotate as much as you can. 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a good routine to do with your mom or your grandma or your great-grandma. It's a good one. 9, to do all together. 10, 2 more. 11 and 12. Good. Again, try to eke out as much stretch as you can. So we're going to do that one more time. Here and begin. 1, 2, 3. Nice and tall with that spine. 4, 5, 6. Good. 7, 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. Good. Rest. Okay, now I just want you to, this is a good one to do. We're just going to do some circles, big circles. Now I know you hear that snap, crackle, and pop. That's just air popping out of the joints. So some more water would be good. Lubricate those joints. And drinking more water helps with that. Also glucosamine or fish oil supplement helps with that too. But try to do this every now and then. Keep those joints and ligaments moving. Now gas pedal, forward and back. So we're going to flex and point. Now you don't have to have your feet up. You can have your heels on the floor, point and flex. 4, 5. Now after this, we're going to do a standing TFL stretch, 6 or tensor fascia lata. which is a hip flexor muscle. 8, 9, good. 10, 2 more. 11 and 12, good. Now, hip flexors are here. Hip flexors do this. So when you're sitting a lot, they get tight. The TFL is kind of right here, and if it's tight, it gets a little angry, and it'll let you know. So we're going to do a stretch for the TFL and the hip flexor without getting on the ground. So you're going to stand next to your chair, and what you're going to do is put the outside leg forward and the back leg, the toe is slightly turned out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend the back leg and then push the hip forward, and that's going to get that right in this area here. So the toe is slightly turned out, I'm bending the back leg slightly, and then I'm tucking that hip nice and hard and hold. Okay, so we're going to hold that for 30 seconds, and that's what, so keep holding it. A little longer than 30 is fine. So again, I'll do it sideways here so you can see. Bend and then tuck. So we get in here, it's a tight area. Good. Just hold. That's it. 5, 4, 3, push forward, 2, and 1. Good. Now switch sides, and you can hold on the same side. So this back toe is turned out. I'm going to sit back on it, bend that leg, and then tuck and hold. Keep pushing forward. You should feel that area right in here. It's kind of this tight area here, and it's hard to get in there. We want to hold it. The next set, we're going to make our feet a little bit wider in 3, 2, and 1. Now you go as wide as you feel comfortable, but I'm going to go a little wider. Hold on to my chair, okay? Turn that back toe out, okay? And then I'm going to lift and lean back slightly and tuck again. And that's going to get a little bit deeper, okay? Ready? And hold. So push that hip forward and that butt, and you feel it here. And you're just holding. That toe is slightly turned out. The front toe is forward. And your hips are forward. Halfway there. It's a really tight muscle, so you need to hold it for a long time. In 3, 2, and 1, and switch. Last set here. Again, a little bit wider. Toe slightly turned out. Lift up, tuck, and hold. That's it right there. 30 seconds. Now make sure you have your chair. And hold. Good. Just hold that, push forward. Good. You can squeeze that butt cheek, and that's going to increase it as well. But again, bend and push. And you're kind of leaning back on that leg. And release. Good. All right, we're going to sit back down. And we're going to stretch the inner thighs. So again, a tight area in here. So we're going to sit on the edge of our chair, sit up tall, okay? And your feet are nice and flat. And what we're going to do is lift up and push the thighs open And we're gonna hold that for 30 seconds, okay? Make sure your feet stay flat on the floor. Okay, ready? And push. 30 seconds here. We just got a few more stretches and then we'll be finished today. Okay. Just push as far as you can, sitting up tall, pushing the inner thighs open. Okay? That's it. You don't have to push real hard. Just get them into a good stretch. In 3, 2, and 1, and release. Good. Give them a little shake. And we're going to do that again, but again, you need to sit on the edge of your chair, okay? So sit up tall, ready, and push. Open the chest and push those knees open. Push those inner thighs open. And hold. Okay. And then I'll keep adding different stretch routines as we go. There's always ways to improve your stretch routines, and this is a good way to start. And release. Good. Okay. Now we're going to stretch the low back. So what we're going to do is you're going to lift this leg, hook it, and then round over. So here's where I want you to round your back. Pretty much the only one I want you to round your back in. So you're stretching the low back, so you want to let your whole back contribute to that curve, and then pull that knee up to the chest. Okay? So we hook, and we pull, and we round over, and we hold. It's going to stretch the lower and the upper back, and also it's going to stretch out the buttocks a little bit. That's it. Just hold, and then we'll do that other leg. That's it. In 3, 2, and 1, release. Good. All right, we're going to go to the other side. Lift up, and you can pull or hook, whatever is more comfortable for you, but I want that leg up. Ready, and begin, and round over, and hold. Just breathe deeply. Very good. And let your whole back round out here. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Okay, next we're going to do one more standing stretch, and that is the quad stretch, okay? And you can hold on to your chair for this. So we're going to go to one side. Knees are aligned, and I'm going to grab my shoe, my instep. Make sure the knee's not here or behind. It's level with the other knee, and then you're going to tuck that hip forward. And that's our quad stretch. It's going to get more of the front of the thighs. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Standing up straight, hold on to your chair, knees aligned. Grab, soften your standing leg. Ready, and tuck. Good. Push your hips forward, and don't pull the heel too much. It's more about pushing forward so you don't put too much pressure on that knee. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now I'm going to stay on this side, and we're going to repeat that same side. And then we'll go to the other side. Again, tight area, so we're going to do another set, that same leg. So ready? Bring it up, and tuck. And push that hip forward. And feel that stretch right in there. This is also known as a standing runner stretch. Good. 30 seconds. That's what your body needs. 2 sets of them. Even 3 is better. And release. Good. We're going to go to the other side. Same thing. Okay. And if you can always hold on to a wall or a chair, or if you feel you can balance, don't hold on to anything. All right. Outside leg, clasp, soften, and tuck. And hold. Make sure you're standing up straight and the knees are aligned with each other. That is important. That's it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Good. We have one more set of those. Good. And then we just have 2 more stretches after that. Knees aligned, ready, and lift, ready, and go. Hard pelvic tuck. Knees aligned, standing leg is soft. You just don't want to have locked knees. In standing or any kind of exercise, the knees don't like that. Good. 10 more seconds. Very good. And 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. All right, next we're going to stretch out our calves, okay? So what you're going to do is, there's 2 ways. I'm going to show you both ways you can stretch your calves. And we're going to do the first one standing, and the second one we'll do just before we finish up today. So I'll turn my chair so you can see that we're going to do a calf stretch here. So I have my feet separated, and I'm just going to bend that back leg and then push. Bend and push. Okay? So we're going to do that 10 times. So you're here, keep the heel on the floor, and press. Don't let that heel come up. Good. 2, 3. This is stretching down the upper part of the calf. 4. And also the Achilles. 5, 6, 7. That's it. 8. Heel stays down. 9 and 10. Good. Now switch. So get comfortable here. Again, don't let that leg lock. You're just pressing it straight. So we bend and we straighten. Ready? And 1, 2. That's it. 3. You can do these against a wall too, if your hand's against the wall. 4. If that feels more stable. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, one more stretch. Well, we're going to combine a little more calf and the doozy, hamstrings, notoriously tight hamstrings. So what I'd like you to get, if you have another chair or a bench or something that you can put your foot on to make it a little bit higher. You can do it without the bench, but if you really want to get those hamstrings, it's best to have something a little higher. So I'm going to go with this bench that I have here, and I can make it a couple of levels, but I'm going to keep it high. And so I'm going to take my stretch band. Again, if you don't have a stretch band, you can use a strap or a belt or one of these stretch exercise bands. But the TheraBand stretch band, it's nice and elastic, and it really works well, okay? So, actually I have, so I'm gonna put it around halfway around my foot, and I'm gonna wrap my hands, and we're going to pull, and then I'm going to lift my chest and hinge over with a flat back. And that way I'm getting my calf and my hamstring again. All right, so ready? We're gonna lift up, and then you're going to pull with the elbows and hinge forward with a flat back. Don't let your back round to get lower. Then you're gonna take this stretch out of the back of the leg. So I'm actually gonna turn myself a little bit this way so you can see a little bit better how that should look, okay? Like here. Perfect. So we're gonna wrap it, pull the toe to the shin, and hinge forward and begin. And we're gonna hold for 30 seconds. That's it. 30 seconds. And I lied, I actually have one more stretch after this. I want to finish with a chest stretch because the chest gets really tight and I want to make sure we get in there too. And release. We're going to keep this foot up here. So we're getting our calves and our hamstrings right now. Again, you do not have to use this. You can use a belt or a strap, anything, or you can just hold. But again, don't let your back round. It has to stay straight, and you only want to go down as far as your flat back will let you. If you can only go down this far and it's like, owie, owie, that's fine. As long as you feel it behind the back of the leg, that's good, okay? Ready, and begin. Pull and hinge forward. Feels good. Again, hamstrings are notoriously tight, and tight hamstrings can really contribute to eventual low back pain. So you want to make sure those hamstrings are stretched out. And release, good. And now we switch. Up here, make sure your foot is flexed, meaning lifted and toe towards the shin. So make sure you have enough room to pull on each side. Lift up, pull the toe to the shin and begin. And hold. It's a tight area. You want to get in there good. It's very, very tight. That's it. Flat back. Again, the spine should be perfectly straight. Doesn't matter what angle, as long as you feel it down the back of the leg, but don't round to get lower. Don't reach like that. You take the work out of it. And release. Good. One more set of these. And we're going to finish with some open chest fly. Opening the chest and stretching it out. All right, ready? And pull. Elbows back, open the chest, and hinge forward. Try to get a little bit more in there so you can really get that hamstring all the way down the back of the leg. 10 more seconds. I know, right? It took me a little longer than I thought, but that's okay. And release. Good. All right, final stretch. So what I want you to do is I'll show you this way. You're going to sit up nice and tall, and you're going to sit back against your chair. You're going to take your band or your strap and hold it as narrow as you can comfortably, and we're going to lift the arms up and hold. Make sure that the shoulders don't come up with the movement, okay? So, get ready. Feet are flat, knees and feet hip-width apart. Ready, and lift and hold. Open the chest, shoulders are down, arms are lifted, and this is stretching out the front of the chest. And hold. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, one more time, and then we'll be finished for today. Okay. All right, ready? Lift. Try to get as narrow a hold as you can. Make sure the arms are nice and straight, and you're sitting up nice and tall here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so that is your seated stretch routine for today. And again, thanks for joining me, and I will be adding several more videos as time goes on. I'm going to be doing more senior workouts, senior series, and then I'm also going to be adding some metabolic workouts. So again, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and thanks for joining me today, and have a great day. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you soon.